Welcome to this review and overview of Binary Options Authority's WACKUUM2. It's pronounced WACKUUM, like a vacuum, implying the vacuuming up of profit points. Okay, it's getting a little cheesy with our names here, but we have to be really creative, keep naming all these systems. We have so many systems. So, WACKUUM, all right? So this is a weekly binary options system, and we figured out a way how to just trade in a few minutes a night, if that. It could be under a minute, okay, to see if you have a trade, and that's it. And we stumbled upon something really, really powerful. Now, we've applied this method for weekly binary options, all right? And so, therefore, what are weekly binary options for those of you who don't know? Well, we're using NADEX weekly binary options, and they're kind of like a mix between vanilla options and binary options, and they allow you to have a potential return that is huge. You can even get 1,000% returns by simply riding a basic swing and closing the money, or riding an extra strong swing, or just a strong swing really, and just ride it on up the chain, the options chain, the binary options chain, and you can cash out early, take your money and run. You're not locked into a position like you were in the old school binaries. If you don't know NADEX, if you want to learn NADEX and binary options and spreads trading now in general, come to Binary Options Authority and check out our new master's programs. They're really cool. You can save a lot of money from, well, error, just but also from comparison to our systems prices and this and that. But we teach you strategies. We have the intent of trying to turn you into one of these super strategy traders, which is probably the top level trader you can obtain, whereas you will master strategies so well that you're going to have a plan for every or just about every price scenario in the marketplace. And with NADEX, you can pretty much have a plan of action that could be profitable for just about any price action scenario in an underlying instrument. Even in the Forex dead zone, you can trade different ways to capture profit. You will have an edge in the dead zone with certain strategies versus others, whereas other strategies you'll have an edge by riding momentum. Okay, let's go on over to the WACKUUM2 NADEX weekly binary options systems presentation, sales page, whatever you want to call it. And you can see here what you can do is you can opt in here, which I would do, to learn more about WACKUUM, and you'll get a series of emails. Just depends on how many we put in there. Maybe anywhere between 7 to maybe 20. Just depends on how much we have to explain. There's not a whole lot to explain here on this one because it's so simple and so easy to trade. Now, I'm not just saying that. I mean, certain systems are simple, and then some are super simple. This falls into the category of super simple. Okay, and I hate to use the term loophole. I mean, it's a terrible term, but it's almost kind of in the style of a loophole. Okay, we don't want to be pursuing loopholes in trading, because if there was a genuine loophole, especially in the technology age, those loopholes will get closed off pretty quickly. So we don't want to trade gimmicks. We want to just trade hard-nosed price action. Okay, we want to achieve our profits by specifically entering at specific times based on the price charts, and then exiting if needed, or running into expiration and getting the full profit. So now you can see on the sales page, this track record, we could probably present it in a prettier way, but we've got so much going on right now. And this gives a good picture if you look at it this way. So we have October 2018 to January 1. So this is only 3 months. Now on the Russell 2000, okay, the US Small Cap 2000, or the RUT Cash Index, for example. Look at the cash index side because it looks nicer. And you can go see that 475 profit points is ridiculous. I mean, this is like the good old internet stock days of 1999. And this is only 3 months. And see, what you do here is use this simple, super simple method. All right, and I don't say that lightly because it's super simple. And you just do this a few minutes a night, literally. Okay, there's nothing else you can do. And you just do it on the, on the side. I mean, there's no rush either. Just put this trade on at night, and then that's it. Okay, and you can see here what we're looking to do is we're looking to not trade the futures or the cash index or whatever. We're looking to use NADEX binaries so we can get what? So we can put up or be required to put up, very little without having any margin issues. For example, you can start off with $10 essentially, and you can trade one contract and out of the money, of course, $10. Then ride the momentum. And also, one more thing I probably didn't mention now is that as the week progresses, your deltas increase. Now, what does that mean? That means the speed at which you make money increases. Of course, on the opposite side, if it goes against you, speed increases. But the premium starts to evaporate. And when you get on the in the money side in NADEX, that premium that dries up turns directly into your profits. It starts melting profits into your account. Okay, it's pretty cool, right? And so if you have experience in NADEX, you know what I'm talking about. But so you ride the momentum, and if let's say you have 1 day to expiration, well, you're not gonna need that many points to take an out of the money position and ride that into the money. It's not going to take much. All right, so you'll need less momentum. So, but if you're entering during the earlier parts of the week, then you'll need more momentum. You have to cover more points, but then that shrinks as time goes on. So, for example, if you started slow in the week, and it's fine because if it speeds up, then it takes less points to get to in the money scenario or simply riding up the chain. But that said, that's also going to depend on how far out of the money you are. All right, but we use these entry triggers, and they're high energy. Let's put it that way: high energy entry triggers that allow you to, that put you in a position to ride a high probability, highly energetic move, as you can see here. And so that's a plus 82, minus 20, plus 55, plus 5. Yeah, it's not the best way to look at it, but anyway, so you can ride these moves, and then cha-ching, you can take the money. And sometimes in just 1 day, if you hit the number of points you need, you can just cash out early in just 1 day. Then again, if you are trading out of the money and you buy something at 10 or 15 and you turn it into 50, okay? So let's say you turn something from 10 to 50. Well, that's a 5-fold return. I mean, that's huge, right? That's hard to get in vanillas. But here in NADEX, you can do it pretty easily. You can do so on a frequent basis. Anyways, why would you get this system? Well, it's something you can do on the side with very little time. If you're a super busy person, you could get this system and start putting it to work. And hey, depends where you start with. But, what if this builds up over time where you're just taking these home run types of trades and you're just racking it up. Okay, because when you have good risk to reward ratios, then you don't need to even win that often. Right? Okay, so for example, if you had if you only won half the time, but when you won 8. Okay, but when you lost 1. Okay, so therefore, when you add both sides up, you're very, very profitable, because when you win 8, and then when you lose 1. Just for example, it's not going to be exact. It depends what you buy and out of the money and this and that, or you can just write out the money. You just find out what's going to work for you. But you can do it on the side. You can do it in combination with the other Nadex trading. And see, the thing is, you want to learn these systems, and then start employing them, practicing them, and you want to study them, and then you want to get them rolling and see if it works out for you. Because if it works out for you in terms of what you want in your schedule, and also the feel of the system, if it works out for you, then man, I mean, just one system can basically retire you. I mean, financially free, whatever terminology you want to use. Okay, but you just need to do it methodically over time. Anyways, so that's about it. If you want to know more information, come to the WACKUUM sales page on Binary Options Authority. Opt in here to get more information, and you can read this page. All right, thanks.